The first time I saw Earth from space was a profound emotional experience, realizing that I was up here in outer space, and my planet was over there, and I was no longer on it. Growing up, my two favorite things were airplanes and space. The first book I ever read, in kindergarten, was about the Apollo missions to the moon. It was full of pictures of giant rockets and astronauts walking on the moon.
Hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hopping over hill. Da 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 da. Not center.
And I was hooked. I imagined exploring the moon, strange planets, and beyond. Those photos shaped my life and inspired me to become a fighter pilot and eventually an astronaut. And yet, nothing prepared me for the experience of discovering Earth from space. I took as many photos as I could, hoping to capture how I felt. At times, I felt like I was seeing something that humans weren't meant to experience. And then it struck me. We used to have a two-dimensional view of our world because we were stuck down here, like ants on the floor, unable to understand what was up there. Only when we could fly and take photographs from an elevated perspective did we begin to perceive the universe as a three-dimensional place. Think about it. Space photography has rewired our collective consciousness and understanding of our place in this ever-expanding universe. As airplanes began to fly higher and faster, we were able to see the blackness of space. Finally, we sent the first probes into space to photograph what we could not yet go see for ourselves. These photos brought a sense of reality to what had previously been fantasy. The moon was much different than we had imagined. There was no sign of life, and her craters were not the pointed spires found in early science fiction books and movies. The reality that we were potentially alone began to sink in.
Now it is time to take longer strides. Time for a great new American enterprise. Time for this nation to take a clearly leading role in space achievement, which in many ways may hold the key to our future on Earth.
The dawn of the space age brought a defining moment to all of humanity when the Apollo 8 crew snapped one of the most iconic photographs in history, Earthrise. One photograph that caused us all to gasp, a collective gasp. We finally understood that we had to look after our planet, because for the first time, we saw Earth for what it was, an oasis of life, alone in the cold emptiness of space. It was a photograph to be proud of. I wonder if he knew he would change mankind's perspective forever. The images of our Apollo astronauts walking on the moon gave every human a sense that anything was possible. If we could land on the moon, there was nothing we couldn't do. After Apollo, we set our sights on even bolder missions. Like Voyager, setting sail deep into the outer reaches of our solar system on one of the most ambitious photographic expeditions ever. And we continued to send probes to where we cannot yet go ourselves, exploring incredible and bizarre places in our solar system and their bizarre, even alien-like moons. As those probes turned their cameras back on our planet, Earth was no longer recognizable. It was simply a small blue dot. I wonder what future astronauts will think and feel when they look back and see us as a blue dot. Will they long for home or be glad they left? We humans have moved into space to live permanently on orbital space stations. Photographing our planet was the most important work I did during my 7 months on the International Space Station, because through those photos, I was able to share the experience of spaceflight with every person on Earth. Astronauts have a front row seat to our constantly changing environment. And though most of the Earth truly is a beautiful planet, I did see significant deforestation as well as large areas covered in pollution. You often hear that astronauts don't see borders from space, and that's almost true. Unfortunately, I did see evidence of humanity's most persistent conflicts, especially on the Korean Peninsula. A few days after my first launch, it struck me. I couldn't see evidence of humans on Earth during daylight, but at night, it was a much different story. The explosive economic growth of the past century is unmistakable in those city lights. However, there are large regions where people live that are nearly devoid of city lights. And I realized I wasn't seeing population, I was seeing wealth. The most spectacular thing I saw while in space: the northern and southern lights, Aurora Borealis and Aurora Australis. A ghostly display of the sun's radiation hitting our atmosphere, and a sobering reminder of how our perfectly designed planet protects us from incredibly harsh cosmic radiation. The most beloved space photographer of all time, Hubble. This space telescope has revealed the bizarre and the beautiful. Hubble's cameras look not only deeper into the universe, but also further back in time than we have ever seen. Capturing ancient light that originated shortly after the universe was born. These images show the fingerprints of creation, how perfect imperfections at the beginning of time have led to the formation of the universe we see. If air and space travel opened our minds to the third dimension, Hubble and other space telescopes are a gateway into the fourth dimension, time. Seeing our planet and galaxy from space impacted me in ways that I never imagined. It changed who I am as a man and how I perceive myself and my fellow humans. 6 decades of NASA space photography has shown me that we need to work together to protect Earth, because there is no backup planet. Only a cold, vast expanse of emptiness out there. We only have each other and this beautiful blue planet, Spaceship Earth, flying through our galaxy on an incredible cosmic journey.